Hey guys, Jackson Chism here with PeakX. I'm super excited. I got Coach B here. We're down here in Hernando, Mississippi. We're doing a podcast. He is an entrepreneur, a head basketball coach, works at this awesome facility here, and does all different kinds of things. Also is a rapper and producer. He's got a lot of things going on in his life, but he's taking time today to come sit in and talk to us. We've got some interesting topics today. Coach B, you want to say anything as we get started?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to sit down and just go over some things, talk about some things, different things about what's going on in our fields that we do. Just trying to be a voice of what we do. I know there's a lot of people out here doing their thing with the coaching and all different type of, topics and stuff like that. And I'm just glad to be here to express those feelings.
Yeah. So I got, first thing, we're going to dive right into it because, by the time we get talking, it'll be no time. We're like, dance an hour.
Right.
First question I got for you today. So you're a coach. You've done the AAU. You've seen school ball.
For sure.
As far as AAU goes, travel basketball, is that helping or hurting the kids as a player when it comes to their development?
Well, it all depends on who you playing for and what that person stands for. I'm not the type of person that will go out here bashing another program on what they do. But I also know that if you stand behind what you do and what you stand for, that pretty much sells itself. For example, telling the kid you're going to get them in college. And you actually do that over and over and over. I think that's helping.
Yeah.
I think that helps basketball. What hurt it is the loyalty. Start with a group of guys, keep those group of guys and build them up. My saying is this: I don't chase stars, I make stars.
Yeah.
So you got to build something. When you got guys starting these teams and going from team, you got players going from team to team hopping, it shows no loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just get up and walk away as soon as something goes bad.
Yeah.
You gotta thug it out. You gotta, get it out the mud, so that's just where I am on that. So I can say it's helping and it's somewhat hurting. I'm not going to be biased just because I coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see both sides of it. Something that I see is that it gives players an opportunity to go kind of get more physical and play real fast, good basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It allows players to kind of get out of their emotions. I know you go watch school ball, if you got one game in that night.
Right.
Hey, we got 3 games. We got 2-3 games on Saturday.
Cool.
But I love what you said about the loyalty, though, because these kids, man, they think, man, I had 2 bad weeks with the coach and the team. I'm gonna go hop over here and do my thing. Or they think that they're the superstar.
You right.
And they think they should be on their own team.
Oh yeah.
I heard Haley Van Lith plays for, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
She said that day, I'd rather say I'm on a great team than I'm a great player. I mean, you coming out. And when you say your team, like my team, we're going to stomp y'all. Like we're not worried about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a bigger flex than a great player playing on an awful team.
Exactly. Exactly. Like you said, I like a lot of these parents, they chase the accolades other than what's best for their child in that particular moment. And like you said, you get these stars. Man. You can't mold them into what you want them to be.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's your system.
Yeah.
So AAU can kind of get away from that when you go this team this weekend. Oh, I ain't do so good over there. Oh, I want to quit. It did not used to be that easy back in the day.
Mm-mm.
So I know times change, but it's hard, man. So I can say it's helping and it's hurting because it's helping get them the exposure they need.
Yeah.
It's hurting by, like you said, it's so easy to get up and run away.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, the loyalty part is big for me. So if you rock with me, because I'm going to stand behind you, whether we winning by 40 or losing by 40. I'm going to still be here.
Yeah, I love that. That's they don't look at it like that, though. Not always. But when you got like you said earlier, you had a team that has been together for a while. That's the best thing because you could take 10 players who just say they're below average. Mm-hmm. But if they play with each other for so long and they know where everybody's going to be at, you can go beat a team that's got 2, 3, 4 better players that has not played together. Because, I mean, they don't even got to look. They ain't got to think. I mean, that's what one of my favorite NBA players to kind of watch here and there is Steph Curry. Whenever Steph Curry had Clay still on his team, he knew, like, his instinct, like, I get here, he's there. Mm-hmm. When I'm here, I'm moving it back out. But I love AAU.
Yeah.
I'm a part of it. I love it. It's a great opportunity for everybody. It's made a lot of jobs. It's made a lot of it's great for families that really enjoy pushing their kids.
Right.
If you want to push your kid to go achieve something, to try to reach that next level, or try to go to college, or try to do something, man, it's just more exposure.
Exactly.
It's just helping you. And in programs like yours.
Yeah, 10 years in.
Exactly. 10 years into the program,
Yeah.
you're 10 years doing this, and you're putting kids in college. That's big. 'Cause where I'm from in West Tennessee, man, a lot of kids don't. It's the numbers ain't there to where kids are just like, hey, I got looked at. So, anyways, I love that. We're gonna hit the next topic. So, topic 2, we got you'll probably like this one. Do rappers and athletes have a responsibility to be role models?
They do, because in today's society, the youth is idol worshipers. They only gonna idolize. They only gonna worship what they idolize. So you can get a guy like me. Now, I could probably be guilty to this. You can get a guy like me that done that, and they come around here with all this stardom, all these people I know. They hold the same weight because I was a phenomenal basketball player too. So it's been kind of easy for me to do the things that I have done. I do kind of both sides of it. The little rapper part, the little basketball part, So it has a big part of the culture.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. What you listen to for a game? What they run out to? Things like that. It's right in front of your face. So it's easy to connect those two together.
Yeah.
It's just, it does. It has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. I think there is a responsibility in being a leader because, like, exactly what you said, what the kids listen to for the game, what they run out to. And you turn around and taking that mindset, somebody, I love the way they play basketball is Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards comes out and he's ready to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Like, he's ready to dominate every game.
You can't teach that.
No.
You can't teach that. You got to learn that.
That is something that you have it, and when you have it, you have to keep it on.
Right.
These kids come out here, or coaches, you don't just listen to it, be that. Adopt that, let it come in, let that be who you are. And that's why I tell some of my players, I have a kid score 30 points on a game. Well, guess what? That's not the only kid that won. The kid that went out and beat the other team's head, like that, that's just as important because that kid sets the tone. People always say, basketball's soft, basketball's this and that. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Nope. You get in there and you start fighting.
You got another thing coming. You know what I'm saying? And it goes so fast. You can be up or down 30 points and you won't even remember what happened. You'll be calling timeouts. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fast-paced game. So I think that does have a lot to do with the game of basketball. They worry about what they're going to have for lunch and everything. They happy. They jumping around. They doing all these different things. But when you lose, it sticks to you. And you will notice who takes it serious. Because they won't be the one laughing and playing. You'll have some of them going back to they mode, laughing and joking around. They're not taking it serious. Whole time, the coach, the only one that's they're going to get all the hate and all the blame. I'm telling you. You win, you good. But another thing is you got to know how to lose. When you lose, sometimes lose can be good.
Yeah. I heard one thing one time. You never lose. You just either win or learn.
Yeah.
And exactly what you said is you got the kids and the families. They come and let's say they lose the first game, win the second game. I had this happen 2 weekends ago. The first game, everybody's upset about what happened, what's wrong, what we do wrong. Second game, we won. After the second game, it wasn't no.
Nobody say nothing, did
everybody got happy. Everybody went out to eat and moved on like that. But I was sitting there like, Jackson, why aren't you talking? I'm like, we lost the game one.
We lost.
If we lost that other game, everybody's sitting here like, well, we had an awful day.
I'm gonna tell you something else. We won to a team we should have blown out by 30. We won by 2. You think I was happy after that game? Man, the speech after I had after that game, you would think we would have lost because it's that serious to me. And it's a difference of being mad and passionate about something. I talk with aggression. That's the passion behind what I'm standing on. So you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people get it misconstrued. Oh, he always stay mad. Oh, I can't talk to him. No, you just got to be on the same level that I'm on when it comes to this passionate part. I shouldn't have more energy than you. My career is over in basketball. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't come up in here with more energy than you. You see what I'm saying? It don't work like that, buddy. So you should come up in here happy. And I get it. When you work at a job you're not happy with, you go up in there with this sorry attitude. I get it. So that lets me tell you, that tells me that when a player walk up into your practice with that sorry attitude, like they don't want to be here, and I'm be like, what's up, partner? And they give you they don't want to really be here. They doing it to keep up with friends or whoever on the social media or media. They doing it to keep up with that. And sometimes you got to pay the price. Mm-hmm. I've seen it all. Well, something will happen just when you thought that I've seen it all.
Mm-hmm. I got games coming up this weekend, and 2 players, they said, Coach, can we ride with our girls?
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
I said, this can work out 2 ways. They show up, girls in the crowd, people watching. We got a camera guy coming to play. 2 ways. 2 things happen here. 1, they come out, they're ready. Like they came to play.
Right.
2, they show up. They're still in that immature mindset. It ain't I'm about to go kill. They're not focused. Which it takes all different types. I know. Just what I do. You have some kids who never put an earbud in, who never listen to music. They're over here laughing, cutting up, going to court, drop 30. Then you got the ones who sat over there the night before that are listening to music, not saying a word. It takes all kinds, but, you don't.
I've learned to deal with that when I coach school ball. Just exactly what you just said. The ones that play around, goofing off, boom, boom, boom. They're not thinking so much about the game. They're just going out there and doing it. Sometimes that's best.
Yeah.
The ones that are so focused and locked in, then overthought everything that they thought they was going to do. So it's backwards than how it used to be.
Yeah.
So I learned, I was like, man, I'm going to leave that man alone. As long as he don't get in trouble, I'm going to let him jump around, kick folks in the face, throw stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going to let you do it, but I'm going to let you act the fool.
Yeah.
But you better apply the game with that same energy.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a problem. Sometimes it did. Sometimes it worked. Guess what? Sometimes it didn't. Mm-hmm. And when it didn't, I let them know about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because them kids come out there and it's, they can be having the best time on this, in the locker room before cutting up. And they get out there, one bad thing happens, and where'd the energy go? Where'd that whole person go?
I'm trying to tell you.
He's gone.
I'm trying to tell you now. I'm trying to tell you. It's backwards these days. It's backwards. What bothers me is when you come in the gym, you still got your jogger pants on and your slides on. You look up at the scope board, it's 2 minutes left to go. That lets me know you haven't stretched. You just all over the place right
now. Kids
don't
stretch nowadays.
But they'll float your boat.
You ever seen them ones that they walk right in, put shoes on, stretch their arms, yawn one time, shoot one little layup, and then it's like.
Yeah, that's just that way of them. That's that cockiness attitude though too. Exactly. That's exactly what that is. I'm good. I'm good. You good until something bad happens. I'm just saying. I mean, like that goes for everybody. You good until something bad happens.
Then it pisses them off, and then it's like, what the hell you think you doing? It's like, what is this about?
Right.
And no, it takes all kinds. I love. So many things can happen on that one Saturday. Right. That Saturday and Sunday, I mean, there's a range of different things that can happen. And then on top of that, you don't know how they're going to, sit in between the games. I hate playing like 4 hours apart, 3 or 4 hours apart.
Man.
You talking about, you go get all worked up for that first game. No matter how the first one goes, win or loss, you ready to turn around and get it back.
Yep.
You ready to go get another one. If you win, I want another one. If you lose, I hate that. Let's go get another one.
Exactly. You
wait 4 hours, you're sitting there like.
And they ain't as sharp as they was. The mind is all over the place. It's a mind thing too.
I think it is all a mind game.
Yeah.
And because I can't. Some parents, you get parents in here and they tell the kids, don't be so arrogant, don't be so cocky. I like the confidence. I like the swagger. I like the when a player walks on the court, like, it's mine.
I'm glad you said that. I had a player I trained, well, I still kind of train him. I ain't seen him in a minute, though. I said, you can be a nice person outside this court. You can be nice going to the restroom. You can be nice out there in the parking lot. But at some point, you're going to have to be mean on the court. Because that don't mix. You can't be nice out here. Them folks the other teams don't care nothing about you. Just say if my team play your team. Man, we ain't gonna be we ain't friends at that moment. We cool.
Yeah.
But we trying to win.
Yeah.
And you cannot be going into a game being nice, trying to win. It don't work like that.
Yeah. And there's I had a kid. This kid moved schools. He came over, and I watched him playing a game. This kid looked timid and scared.
Yeah.
He's like 6'4", but play like a guard.
Wow.
And he got an RAU practice, and I was like, before practice every Sunday, I said, listen, you go out there, you don't know none of these kids, go out there and kill.
Right.
Just go do your. I'm not gonna pull you out, yell at you, lose my mind over one turnover. Now we gonna have to work on it, but he come out. He gave the 18 like 10 like that.
Okay.
You know, and that's what I told him. I was like, man, you gotta, when you step on it's like you said, you go outside the court, be respectful, be cool.
Yeah, it's a difference.
When you step on the floor in between these two lines, or 4 lines, whatever, it is you. I don't like them. I don't care about them. That could be family over there. We about to kill y'all. Cause I hate. There's nothing, but I hate losing. I hate losing. Man. I don't want to lose. It's embarrassing. Man. It's disrespectful.
Lose, hey, man. You said a mouthful in one sentence. I ain't lying.
And I tell the kids, I said, girl sports are different than guys.
Totally.
As a guy, you get out here, and guess what? The only difference is from the court in the real world is, I hear they're trying to take a win. In the real world, they want your woman, they want your money, they want your business, they want to take everything from you. You go ahead and let them know, right, when you step on the court, you may not play basketball forever, so the way you act like right now and the way you treat, you dominate other men, dominate other people, other teams, carry that on in a life. Carry that on in a life.
Come on now.
And you gotta tell them.
Come on now.
It's that confidence. It's that swagger. It's that, yeah, I'll put in the work. I was here on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. But
yes.
I think people demote that too much nowadays. They're like, oh, he shouldn't be so shouldn't be like that. Let the kid celebrate a little bit. Let him get excited. Let him, explode.
It's a part of the game. You have to charge that to the game. Times change. Back then, it used to be more of on the humble side. You look at those type of idols that they had. They didn't do all that. Look at our idols now in the league. Now they doing all this and doing all that. That's what it is. It's a part of the game. So charge it to the game. You see what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
It all comes with it. You have to be able to accept it.
Yeah.
Understanding and acceptance is the most important thing. And what I mean by that is you got to understand where somebody coming from in order to be on the same page.
That's true.
It won't work. And that's why a lot of times where it goes back to what we said, it can hurt it can hurt basketball. And you can hurt basketball if you're not on understanding. You're just going to put a jersey on every weekend. You're not on the same understanding as your coach. It ain't gonna work no way. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't gonna do right, I didn't need you from the get-go. Everything happens for how it's supposed to happen. Whether you like it or not. You can be playing with somebody 1 week, and you can bend the cane to practice, something happen. That's it. Sometimes you can recover from it, but one thing about recovery, it takes a while. Can't just hop back out there. You got to have the right understanding. And if you went on page from the start, it ain't going to never work. You see what I'm saying? So execute the plan, man. That's my biggest thing. I always say that, man. You got to execute the plan. And the plan is to win. The plan is to get better. The plan is to go to the next level. Now, you do have some kids that ain't thinking about college ball and they sit out here and play AAU. I feel like a little bit about that day in a way and a little bit about it not, because it does build character. if they don't go on to college and play. This type of ball does build character. It see where you at.
How would you think you get in the way? I'm curious how, like, you say get in the way, like, kind of.
Talking about a kid is getting in the way. They're not trying to go play college ball.
Exactly.
Because you got several others out here that you could have get that probably going to take it more serious.
Mm-hmm.
You can go up the road and get a Johnny, and you got a Billy right there. You got Johnny on your team. He good, but he probably ain't trying to go to college for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
But Billy over here gonna give you everything he got. No attitude, trying to get to college. Not that good, but can be good because he's coachable.
Which one would you rather have?
I'd rather have the one that's not the star. Because the one that's not trying to go to college, he in the way. After this, he done. He not really gonna. Those times we was talking about win or losses, those are the same people that's gonna laugh and smile and worry about what they eating after a loss. Bill ain't worried about that. That's the difference. It's the difference. I done seen it. And then you get a kid that done put all this work in that really wanted to get to college. It just didn't never work out. And them the ones that you get hurt. Them the ones that hurt you. Like, them the ones that hurt you as in, you feel sorry for them because they just didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like three different type of players, man, I'm telling you. Because you have somebody playing football, baseball, soccer, all that, trying to play AAU.
You like the multiple sports?
I like the multiple sports. I love football. You know, I do speed and agility training, too. I love football better than basketball. I played basketball.
Really?
I'm going to tell you why. Because the athletes go harder. They train to exhaustion. That's what it takes. Sometimes basketball players come up in here, man, they know they got the roof over their head. It's some of them. Now, I have a lot of them do what they got to do. But football players, they got to have that mentality that we are looking for. Sometimes I take a football player and put them on the court. You got to just know how to use your body.
Yeah.
You ain't got to shoot no shots. Play some defense. The grit is already there.
Yeah.
Basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I have one kid. He played at one time baseball, football, track, basketball, and AAU basketball.
Ooh.
And I was like, God, well, he actually just kind of finished up. He's not doing AAU with us this year. But that kid was one of my best defenders.
That's what I'm talking about.
He set the tone. He wouldn't score. He wouldn't give you 10 points a game.
Talk to me.
He wouldn't. He missed a couple layups, But oh my word, you talking about whoever the best player was hated him. He was a menace. He come on that court. He was quiet. He wasn't gonna come out there and run his mouth. He was gonna set the tone. He was gonna rebound. And that kid, you could play him all 48 minutes in the game, and he never gets tired.
And he was a football player, was You know what I'm talking about? It's different.
And a track player.
Track player. And I'm gonna tell you something else too about a baseball guy. Baseball guy, what are they? They normally gonna be the shooters. Let me tell you why. Because they know how to accept failure. Because in baseball, it's different.
Yeah.
One inning, you might strike all three of them out. Next inning, you might throw they hitting bombs on you.
Yeah.
You know how to accept failure because you know it ain't the last.
Baseball's like the only sport that you can, like, your bat average is like,
I'm telling you, in time,
it's awful, and it's great. Like in a basketball game, if you're shooting 20%, it's like.
That's what I'm saying.
We go to baseball.
That's what I'm saying, and it's easy to coach them guys.
Yeah.
If you got to stay woke. I'm telling you, them guys, they normally be the shooters. I'm telling you. I already did my little experiment. Yeah. I got a crazy way of thinking, but that's just what it is.
Yeah.
They know how to accept failure, man. Yeah. I'm telling you.
That's what I got. I don't know how you like to coach, but like I see a lot of people around our area. They'll have like a full defensive team and a full offensive team. I scratched that my AAU. I've got a guard, a backup guard. I've got basically two go-to shooters. You put them in the corner, all right. And they're both of them did play baseball. One of them still does play baseball.
See what I'm saying? See how that works out?
Yeah, they ain't never missing that corner shot.
See?
But then I got my couple defensive players. When you mix that, you get a lineup in. We always got a shooter on the floor. We got 2 or 3 defenders. We got our post players 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? And then you got the B team's the same way. You still got a shooter. Still got a couple of defensive players. You got your guard, and you got a 6'4", 6'5" kid coming off the bench. That right there, like I don't know how you play, but I love having I've seen these people put an all offensive team in and get down on the other end of defense to play. Like end the game. 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
They're subbing in and out every dead ball.
My team, my team, everybody on the team better be able to play defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It ain't gonna go no other way with me. So I know everybody on my team is capable of doing different things with the offensive side. The defense is the main thing. That's why I got a little saying, the heavyweight, heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. It's gonna be heavy on you. Bring that pressure, put that pressure on them. You ain't gotta worry about them no more. See what I'm saying? So I throw different defenses at people that they cannot prepare for. And I'm just saying, like, if I know a team don't know how my team is, I'm gonna hit you with something. And that's just where experience is. I'm gonna challenge that coach. The players are playing each other. When you stand up on the sideline, you going against that coach.
That's chess. Oh, it is. It is the whole time. It's a brain game.
And I'm trying to tell you, that's what makes me who I am. That's what makes me be this top guy. Don't claim to know everything, but I do know what it takes. That's why I got all these different teams, all this, because I know what I stand on. I know what I stand for. That goes back to what we said earlier. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You want that? I know what it takes to get to the college. Everybody want to go D1. That's cool until you get exposed. When you get exposed to the game, oh, coach, I don't want to play basketball no more. I'm going to go to football. Now you don't know what you want to do. You better figure it out. Mm-hmm. Can't we keep running away? You better stand 10 toes and figure it out. It ain't all about going D1, man.
Yeah.
That's what the other colleges for. If it was everybody trying to go, if it was meant for everybody to go D1, guess what? They'll go D1. It's hard to get there. Got to have grades, got to have a different score on tests and all that. You got to be phenomenal.
Yeah. And when you want to get into a prestige college, a program, guess what? You act up, they replaced you.
There's a lot of things that come with it.
It is cold. They don't care. I mean, if you're going to sit there and joke around and take it as a joke, they'll replace you like it's a joke.
I'm trying to tell you. That's them folks' job on the line, sir.
Yeah.
So my thing is, and I had it on the top of my head, if you're going to play a sport, do what it takes for the sport. Like, I call a timeout, coach. Mm-hmm. Say I call a timeout. And I got people walking back to the bench. Man, give me a 20% job. Or, just even better. Got a player, I call his name, he's sitting on the bench. And he get up, this sorry attitude. He get up like, take your time, get up. Stay down. You ain't ready. I do that in a heartbeat. If you're going to play the game, do what it takes to play the game. If you don't want to be coached, don't not play no sport because you might not like it. Don't work no job. You might not like what your manager got to say. Better be an entrepreneur or something like that. You see what I'm saying? If you don't want to listen to nobody, do it your own way. But one time in your lifetime, you're going to see what you're going to see what that coach was going through with you. See what I'm saying? So
yeah, and see, I see a different side of it now that I'm coaching. You call a timeout, you got 30 seconds.
Man.
And these they don't play. It's about the money.
Man.
Look, you better get over here. We're going to knock it out. We're going to mentally beat this other team, and we're going to execute it on the court. Something that you talked about a while ago was, it's them two coaches' job. They're in a battle just as much as the players are.
They sure live.
I watch coaches, I've played in these random tournaments, never seen a team. They ain't seen us. So they come out, they're like, we're going to come out press them. We're going to jump out. We got a little cold, whatever. We're going to set at half court. They get close, boom, we pounce them. Well, then, as soon as you see that, boom, burn one. Look, listen, guys, this may come, this may come, this may come. We know what to do. We practice this. We better go out here and execute it. If you can execute it, I got one right behind you that will.
Right.
And, it's chess. And when you teach the kids how to play the mental part of it just as much as the physical, they will win so much it ain't funny.
Yeah.
And that's what I love the mental part from it. Just to compete, just to say, you know what, like they thought they had us. Right. And they might have got one. They might have forced one turnover. Right. But guess what? You better learn. You better learn fast. And we're gonna move on. And there's nothing. You may love football is its own thing. Basketball. It's so fast.
It's fast.
It's so fast. Did you play football?
I played on. No, I ain't play football. I played basketball at a collegiate level, different levels.
Yeah.
It's just I think that I'm at that time. I'm a little older than you.
Yeah.
I think I'm at a point in time where I just want to experience different training, different athletes, and going to their route. That's kind of where I'm at. Basketball over half my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get tired of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I say what I say. I sit down and watch an NFL game before I sit down and watch an NBA game, and that's just me.
Yeah.
But my job is basketball.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. So I can do a lot of different things, man. It ain't all just basketball, speed, agility, strength and conditioning, all that type of stuff. Working on your vert.
Yeah.
I can do pretty much anything you throw in front of me. I done did it because I had to do it.
Yeah.
My job was to go back and examine it and see how to teach it. Mm-hmm. Got experience on that, you know. So, hey, you dealing with a guy that's put probably over 50 kids in college, and like 12 or 13 of them still remaining in there because, you know, as years go on, he graduate college. But over the times, my 10 years, it's been about 50 kids come out of this program that done been in college.
Yeah.
Whether they stay or not, they win.
Yeah.
And that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, because they reach their goal. When you get to college, it's on you. Do what you did to get you there. Keep doing what you did. Do what it takes. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, they just changed the rule in college that your eligibility. So you can go to like JUCO now for 2 years. It don't even hurt your eligibility. That's why I think like Auburn's average age right now is like 22, 23. The men's basketball team. And
it's a lot to do with their money.
Oh yeah, the NIL changed it.
Now. It got a lot to do with their money.
You think Flag going back to Duke, or you think he going to leave? Because they talking about, you know, he's making $4 million a year right now.
He probably gonna keep that money. I don't know, but it's a in his situation, I think he can hurt by him staying there. I think he can hurt himself by staying there because you just never know what's in front of you. You better go ahead and take what's on your plate.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
The league gonna give you a 4-year deal.
Oh, he going lottery. You know he going lottery, and he got the potential to be something.
I think he'll go top 3. I don't know about his ankle right now. You know, he had a little ankle injury. But
still probably going. He too big. He
gave Team USA a bucket.
That's what I'm saying. He was a big name for so long. Mm-hmm. He even check this out. He even reclassified a grade above just for that. So why, when you get to Duke now, you want to stay? I thought you were trying to go all the way early. That's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
If it is, that's what I'm saying. See, you know what I'm talking about? See, I always try to find that way. And that's what I thought, right? If you reclassify to move up, you try and go to the league.
Yeah, now. Like,
so
get there.
Yeah, so talk to me. You know? I think go with your first thought. Yeah. You know?
I think he goes to the league. I think as a collegiate athlete, I guess not everybody wants to go to the league, but if that's what you want to do, if you are getting talks that you're a lottery pick or that you're, first round, you better go ahead and admit to that draft.
Man, come on now.
Because the NBA colder than college.
Yeah.
They'll cut you. You got the G League. You got to go play overseas. They don't care what you do. You either benefit them or you don't.
Right.
And I try to preach, onto the kids, taking like all that to them, because I love being an example for them, being a leader for them, because I know for majority of these kids, this is not what they do their whole life. I try to preach to them, bring as much value as you can.
Right.
You get to play basketball by bringing value. After that, you make money by bringing value. You are more of a leader. You're more of an accomplished person by the value you bring to people. Mm-hmm. And that's what I try to preach to them is, look, you got to bring value to the program. You got to bring value to the team. You got to, a kid's not going to sit over here and just, what does he do? If you don't know, he ain't going to play.
Most definitely.
So, there's so many different things you can go to, like on the college and the kids and the flat, all that kind of stuff. But now, I want to ask you this. I was curious on this. How have you balanced being producer, rapper, trying to accomplish that thing while also saying, you've sent 50 kids to college? Because sending 50 kids to college is not something you just text on the weekends. That's something you're sending out during the week.
Yeah, you have had a connection with the college coaches. And I had an assistant coach that had been under me ever since he's been doing it. He's now coaches at a college.
Oh.
So it's kind of like it's a thing where he learned a lot from this. Mm-hmm. And what he did for me all these years is he reached out to every college coach in Mississippi. So we know a lot of those guys. Mm-hmm. Not to mention the people outside of the Mississippi that I know. Mm-hmm. So all them guys made Jones elite. the athletes that I had made Jones Elite a household name because they know they got a product they selling. They got some people and they got good coaches.
Yeah.
So
how do you balance that though with also
being a producer? How do I balance and being all that? It's life. I get up in the morning, it's a different day, different opportunity. Mm-hmm. I balance it the way it's a time for everything. So AAU don't last all year. Mm-hmm. So that's when I pick back up on that. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I pick back up on making beats, making different albums, making different songs. Because money comes in from that too. A lot of people don't ask me how much I make off this stuff. I done made a pretty good amount off that because of the fans are all around the U.S.
But you've had to work for that though. It's like we were talking about shooting, rapper videos.
Yeah, I had to work for that.
You got,
I had to work for that.
Yeah, you worked for that. You made a house, you made a name, and then now you somewhere, for those who don't have a name for themselves and are trying to accomplish that, it's hard to get other people to believe in you until you have, you have something to work with. Which is part of just coming up and, making it out.
Right. You have to promote yourself. You have to bet on yourself. You have to invest in yourself. I mean, if you use social media for what it is, post stuff, let people know how serious you are with your product. Mm-hmm. All that type of stuff goes into play. Ain't nobody just finna listen to your music. If you be putting out songs, you're not gonna go nowhere. And these kids it's a lot of these young kids think they can be rappers and think they can go somewhere if I make a hit song out the streets in my closet. It don't work like that. Mm-hmm. I done been through that. Man, I had one of the top songs around here. Over 200K screen and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I ain't go nowhere. I turned down a lot of endorsement deals. Mm-hmm. RCA, Sony, all that stuff. I had that stuff. Because I wanted to do it indie. I wanted to do it independently, but do I regret it? Nah. Because I'm still doing me. Yeah. At the end of the day.
I want to speak on that. Hold up, on that thought right there. Doing you. One of the things that bothers me the most, and it pisses me off down in my bones, is that people on the come up, everybody's got something to say. Mm-hmm. And I understand that. I've been able to block it out, but there's so many people that get rattled by that. I can sit here and look at you and tell you right now, it's not that you don't give a what about it, but it's like, I'm doing me. I'm enjoying life.
Right.
I'm doing I'm going out there and making some of my life, enjoying what I do. Right. I only got one to live. I'm going to live it the way I want to.
Right.
Talk a little bit about that and about how, especially like being in your hometown, how you do have to say, you know what? Suzanne, she don't matter what she say. Mm-hmm. It don't. Everybody's got their own opinions. Everybody hears different things, and there's 20 lies for the one truth.
Yeah, it's simple. When you see me in person, I'm your friend. Mm-hmm. You're gonna always talk behind me. You know who the real deal is when I walk in a building. You're gonna speak. Mm-hmm. I get that a lot, man. I used to get, when I post stuff on Instagram, man, I used to get like 1,000 to 2,000 to 5,000 some views and likes. I don't got those same followers no more because once you don't make it, they'll give up on you. Mm-hmm. But you get new ones. I've learned that I've grown off of word of mouth. Man. Hey, that's a real guy right there. Boom, boom, boom. And this, that's a good dude, man. He gonna take care of you. Boom, boom, boom. When you do good, you ain't worried about what nobody got to say, because if you're talking on me, what that makes you? I don't give energy to things like that. You ain't gonna get my energy. And I sure don't give out energy talking about somebody else. Yeah. You got the same 24 hours. Yeah. Homie, you got to get it. Don't sit around and talk about what somebody got or what they ain't got.
Because you ain't better. You're doing nothing for, like, what? People like, they talking about other people, it makes them feel better. You doing the same shit.
Man, every time, yes.
You sitting on your butt doing nothing. Like.
Yeah. And my thing is, people always say, man, what you think about that program? Or what you think about this rapper? I always say, no comment. I ain't got time to be talking about nobody else, bro. That's not good. Not good for the soul. It almost feel like it's bad. I would never say nothing. If somebody asked me about somebody else program, how they run their program, no comment. With no comment, put two and two together, what that mean? I'm just not gonna say it. No comment. That's just like, okay, somebody posts on social media. If I wanted to say something, I would comment. But if I don't want to say nothing about it, I'ma like it. No comment. I ain't gotta like everything somebody do. But if I know that person, I will give them a like. There's a simple tap. I give them that. You know. But what I have to say about it, no comment. It's right there in your face. Social media tell you right there in your face. If you got these people that's supposed to be behind you and they follow you and they do all this and they don't never repost your stuff, they don't never like your stuff, they don't never comment on your stuff, it's telling you how they feel about you. They just trying to follow you so they can keep up with you. Mm-hmm. Your biggest enemy is the people that are in the cut that don't say nothing. And as soon as you mess up or as soon as something bad happens to you, that's when they repost you to try to kill your name because you are what they want to be.
Yep. Look. Now, I have seen that so hard, the reason it bothers me is because whenever you're truly out to accomplish something, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna have mistakes. You're gonna lose the ball games. You're gonna lose, $5,000. You're gonna do whatever it may be. Then people are waiting because people are so jealous of the fact that you can chase something they can't. That you got the balls to sit there and say, you know what? Look, listen, I'm gonna go out here and do what I want. I don't care what you say.
Right.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Right.
And nobody ever knows the full story. Something that I love.
You ain't gonna know.
People are like, Jackson, I seen you. You was out doing this or out doing that. I was like, nah. While I was doing that, I was speaking to this in this public event. Turn around and work after you just saw what you saw on social media. You saw what I wanted you to see.
Social media not a real place. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I always say this. I said you can look at somebody. I can get on social media right now and pose like this. You don't know what I got going on. I just showed you an image.
Yeah.
It's not a real place. Yeah. I've been moved on from that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can get on there and post a whole wad of money. I ain't out here blowing my money. See, that's why I said, don't go blind to what you can see. Mm-hmm. Don't think all what you see just the real thing. Mm-hmm. Like a video, I edited all the edits and stuff, like a highlight tape for a kid. They shooting all these shots, doing all these crossovers, making all these dunks and shooting and doing all this. You see them in real time. And dang, social media fooled me again. I've messed up like that recruiting kids for my team.
That's the easiest example. I tell you the way you look. I do. I make the highlight reels. Like I have the camera crew that goes out and makes them. You can tell when a kid is not, I wouldn't say the real deal, but like let's say people are talking over hype. If his highlights reel number dribbling, if his highlight reel is dribbling and the talking.
But it only shows the good. You know this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It only shows the good. You're not gonna pay for something that you missing. Yeah. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a real place. Yeah. It's not real. Mm-mm. Something else happened.
Yeah.
You would think that person going to the league. I've seen that. And recruit a kid like that maybe I probably regret. Mm-hmm. But don't let that eye fool you. You better know what you know.
Yeah.
That's what I can say as me being like an OG to the game. Mm-hmm. A veteran, I ain't claiming I know everything. I always say that before I say something. But I've seen a lot, and I know I stay at my own lane, partner. Mm-hmm. You got it. I don't want no smoke with you. You got it.
Yeah.
Because I say that because I'm on my way out, bro. I'm on my way out of the coaching scene. I'll still be a trainer, but I'm getting to a point I'm on my way out.
Yeah.
It's just me. And I know I'm only 31. I've accomplished a lot. I started when I was 21, 10 years. What I'm saying to these guys is sometimes when you're doing 10 years longer than doing something for anybody. 10 years is a long time for anything. You do it so much. It's like, you a leader, they expect you not to burn out. Nah, B, you gonna be back. You just saying it. Okay. Keep thinking. When I be gone, you appreciate it then. So yeah, that's what it is.
It makes me laugh because it's so true.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people have a perception on you or things, but at the end of the day, they still only see what you want them to see. And everybody has their own opinion on things, but there's only one truth.
Only one truth.
There's only one truth. And then there's 5, 10 different opinions, 5, 10 different perspectives. But at the end of the day, you get one life. I'm going to hustle. I don't care what she says, what he says. I'm going to go out and do my thing. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to go, out to vacation next week and nobody going to know. Everybody think I'm working. But anyways, there's so many different things you could talk about and go over and go into.
A lot of people not successful because they worry about what others gotta say. And that's the point where they don't need to be on social media. That's why I don't be those type of people that maybe don't repost your stuff. Because if somebody reposts me and the person that supposed to be reposting me, he cool with me, but if he reposts me, he worried about what his audience is gonna say because they don't mess with me. Mm-hmm. You ain't got no place in social media, buddy. Social media can be so much better if it was more love. Mm-hmm. You got a heart on there for a reason. That's the like button. It's a love button. Supposed to show love, man. Mm-hmm. If you don't, like, I'm the type of person, I could be guilty of this. If you don't show me no love, get what? I ain't showing you. It goes 2 ways. Now, I still like your stuff. Reposting and all that stuff. Man, you gotta pay. You gotta fee. You gotta pay for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on it. Like making beats, getting features. Man, I write. I'm working on a book right now. Right. I write at night. Mm-hmm. I post a lot of stuff on my Snapchat. People see it. I got a private Snapchat called it's at all costs. I write, so for a feature, that's why you look up my name or stuff. You don't see too many features on my thing because it costs, buddy, to get me to go all out. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you everything I got because I want me and you to potentially do something.
Yeah. So. Is it easier to rise out of the mud and grow to the top? I mean, is it harder to grow and rise to the top and make it out the mud, or is it harder to stay on top?
I've been a victim of both. It's harder to stay on top because you got to stay sharp. You got things where you have a mental breakdown. You got life. You got everything. And once you don't be sharp and on top of your game, when you at the top, it's so easy for what we just talked about for somebody to shoot you down. On how to stay at the top, you got to move different. And what I mean by that, you got to pick and choose. You're going to meet new people along the way, like you and myself. Got to get, like you said, got to find different people that's on the same level or page as you on. Mm-hmm. Now, getting at the mud is easy to me. Getting at the mud at the trench, I already did that. Just being about, it goes a lot with personality. You can't be shy to society. You getting out the mud, you got to work hard for it. We know about that down here. Yes, sir. I say it's the part staying at the top. I feel like on the music side of me, I have had some, but I always come out with a classic song. It would never fail. It just came out one. I'll take a break, but people know, oh yeah, that's that sound right there. They've been missing, boom, 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 boom. But you will lose fans on the way, but you will get new ones that wasn't with you when you first started. So they don't know who you really are. Mm-hmm. They only gonna see what you doing in the present. That's why I say it's hard to stay at the top.
110% think it's hard to stay at the top.
Yeah.
When you get to the top, you get comfortable.
There you go.
You get comfortable. You get laid back.
Yeah.
You like, but when you're trying to chase that, when you're trying to grind and get out there and get it, man, you're locked in. There's nothing else that matters. You may not eat some days. You may not sleep. you may not care about this. This happened. You know, LeBron got traded. Like when you're so locked in, you're so trying to make it out. It don't matter. When you get comfortable and you get the top, you get a little free time. You get this and that. Oh look, they're waiting to shoot you. You do make a mistake. They're there to bring you back down. They're there to. You make it up to the top. Everybody's there to bring you down. I mean, you look at LeBron, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and they sitting there. They got something negative to say every week on ESPN.
Talk to me.
Every week.
Come on,
and
man.
It's no different than anybody else.
Being at the top is not also always a good thing. Sometimes you just want to find your place.
Yeah, and
your place might not be always at the top of the top. You know what I'd say? People just want. They don't want the fame. They just want the money. Well, money make more problems too. You better be content where you at. You know where you at. You can't have everything. And ain't nothing gonna jump out the bushes at you and be like, here, you know you gotta work for it. I think people get it misconstrued. They want both of those.
Yeah.
They don't want to work for nothing, but they want everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's why the people who make it out, like you don't ever forget. I literally had this conversation last night with somebody. I was like, I was more locked in and better focused when I was in the negatives, when I had nothing, when I had no choice but to go, when I had no choice but to work day and night. Like as a guy, as a man, like you're like, yeah, I did that. You know, like, yeah, I'm about it. You know, and then when you get to the top, it's like, and when I say the top, like technically, you know, when I say top, I mean like comfortable in the sense, oh, I got a little bit of money, I got a little house, I got a pretty girl, you know, I got this and that. Man, you still got things to work for. You still got things to accomplish. Go somewhere else. Like you said, go to Arkansas. Go to Arkansas, try.
I said
grow. You can always get bigger.
A prophet has no honor in their hometown. I am a iconic figure in this town. They can say what they want to say. They can say what they want. They can do what they want to do. But everybody, over 80% of the city, they know who I am. Man, that's big, man. That's legendary status, man. But I don't wear it on my sleeve. I still gotta get. I ain't where I want to be. But I know one thing. Everything is here now. Now I need to go somewhere else to see where I need. Where I fit in, where the people that want to get it like me. It might not be Arkansas, it might not be Tennessee. It might be somewhere across over there, a place over there in the Midwest or the West Coast. You just never know. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta step out on faith, bro.
Well, I love it. I appreciate you sitting down and talking to me today. I know you probably got tournaments going on this weekend, next weekend, getting fired up. You got a lot of things going on. So I appreciate it, Coach B.
All right, no problem.
You want to shout out, you got your Instagram or your podcast or your music you want to shout out?
Man, follow me on IG at IGP_41. That's really where you can see everything at. Shout out to Jones Elite. And shout out to Nonstop Sports, man. We got it going on down here. And that's just what it is. So.
For real. That's what's up. I know as far as we go, I got basketball game. We got tournaments this weekend. Those will be live streamed. Super excited about that. We got a new videographer going to come follow us around, do his thing. We got this podcast dropping out here soon. Coach B, I appreciate it. It's always good to sit down and talk to somebody who's going, do the same things and try to get to the same place. But my main message after this today is just that don't care what people think. Don't care what they say. You go do you, and be that before you are that.
Yes, sir.
And you'll accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. So I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to next time. Good luck to y'all this season. And go follow on Instagram. Go watch our podcast. Believe it or not, like 500,000 people be watching, stay tuned with our social media. Anyways, stay tuned. Go shop PeakX, or actually we just changed the URL. It's gopeakx.com. We got a lot of new stuff coming. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
It was fun.
Oh yeah, bro.
I've seen you some clips before and I'll tag you, collaborate on it. Usually what I do, so the algorithm as far as social media goes is different. The way the algorithm pushes things is they only want you to post like for you, for example, you do coaching and rapper.
Man, I used to be a comedian. That's why I talk like this too. I had a little stuff going on like that while I was gonna be in some little small movies. But I got too much going on.
Well, look, what I was saying though was with social media, like if you would have to pick one of the two and run with that on social media. The way social media works is they want you to push something, and when you go popular, famous for that, that's what the algorithm pushes.
I think I'm most famous now